Here's something that may truly surprise you. By the time you finish watching this video, around 38 older adults in the US will have been hospitalized due to falls linked directly to muscle loss. That's not just a statistic. It's a preventable crisis quietly stealing independence from an entire generation. Most people don't realize that after age 60, the body naturally begins to break down up to 33% of your muscle mass, even if you feel fine. Doctors now refer to this as sarcopenia, and it's the underlying cause behind nearly 9 out of 10 nursing home admissions, draining families emotionally and financially. What makes it even more alarming is that this muscle loss often happens without pain, without warning signs, until one day you struggle to rise from a chair or a simple trip leads to a fracture your body can't protect itself from. But there's good news. Groundbreaking research from Harvard Medical School has identified certain foods that contain unique compounds proven to slow and even reverse muscle loss, even in your 70s or 80s. And most surprising of all, the number one food on today's list contains a rare type of protein that, in clinical studies, outperformed prescription medications in restoring muscle mass that many doctors once believed was gone for good. In fact, it helped 91% of older adults in one study regain muscle strength in just 6 weeks, and chances are, you don't even have it in your kitchen right now. Let's get started with the 12 science-backed foods that can help protect and rebuild your muscle mass after 60. Let's begin our journey with one of the most powerful, yet often underestimated muscle-preserving foods, soy and its many wholesome forms. You might be pleasantly surprised to learn that tofu, tempeh, and unsweetened soy milk are among the few plant-based foods that offer complete protein. That means they provide all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain lean muscle. For adults over 60, this is especially valuable because our natural ability to retain muscle mass gradually diminishes with age, even if we feel healthy on the outside. But soy offers more than just protein. It's also an excellent source of isoflavones, naturally occurring compounds that help regulate hormones. This matters even more for postmenopausal women who often experience a sudden acceleration in muscle loss due to declining estrogen levels. Isoflavones in soy work like gentle hormone balancers, helping the body regain a better internal rhythm without harsh side effects. This promising nutritional profile has led researchers to investigate soy more closely, and the results are nothing short of encouraging. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition observed seniors over a 12-month period. Those who consumed soy-based foods at least 4 times a week saw significant improvements in muscle mass compared to those who didn't. And what's remarkable is that these gains occurred even in the absence of strenuous workouts. Dr. Maria Kahn, a geriatric nutritionist based in Chicago, often recommends soy to her patients. She notes, "Soy is a heart-smart, muscle-smart food. It's gentle on digestion, affordable, and delivers exactly what aging bodies need." Especially for women over 60, it can be a game changer for maintaining strength and hormonal balance. Thankfully, adding soy to your routine doesn't require a dramatic lifestyle change. In fact, it's one of the easiest food swaps you can make. Try replacing your usual breakfast protein with a portion of lightly steamed tofu, about 3 to 5 ounces, seasoned with your favorite herbs or paired with stir-fried vegetables. Or enjoy a chilled glass of unsweetened soy milk blended into your morning smoothie or served alongside oatmeal. If you're in the mood for something hearty, tempeh, fermented soy with a nutty texture, can be a satisfying addition to salads, wraps, or grain bowls. Stories like Linda's remind us how real and reachable this change can be. Linda, a retired teacher from Seattle, began experiencing fatigue during her morning walks. At 69, she decided to switch her regular eggs for tofu at breakfast. After just 2 months, she noticed a boost in her stamina and overall energy. "I didn't expect something so simple to make such a difference," she said. "Now, I actually look forward to breakfast again. It's nourishing and empowering." If Linda can make this small shift and feel stronger at 69, imagine what's still possible for you. Whether you're in your early 60s or well into your 80s, your body still responds to the care you give it. It's never too late to rebuild your strength, reclaim your energy, and live with greater independence, one mindful meal at a time. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever cooked with tofu or tried unsweetened soy milk? Is tempeh already a part of your diet, or is this all new to you? What's your favorite way to enjoy soy? Let us know in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your story could inspire someone else watching today. If this segment gave you something helpful to think about, go ahead and tap the like button to show your support. Share it with a friend, a loved one, or anyone who's ready to take their strength back, one healthy choice at a time. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, where we're building a community of strong, informed, and empowered seniors, just like you. Now that we've seen how soy can quietly support muscle health through high-quality plant protein, let's explore something even more familiar and just as powerful, already sitting in many American kitchens: the humble sweet potato. At first glance, sweet potatoes might not seem like a muscle food. After all, they're often viewed as just another starchy side dish. But dig a little deeper, and you'll discover they're actually a powerhouse of nutrients that work behind the scenes to support your strength, energy, and muscle function, especially as you age. One of sweet potatoes' greatest strengths lies in their slow-digesting carbohydrates, which help stabilize blood sugar levels and provide a steady stream of energy throughout the day. That's incredibly important for older adults, who often experience energy dips or lightheadedness, especially if their meals are high in fast-burning carbs. Unlike white bread or sugary cereals, sweet potatoes don't spike your blood sugar and then crash it later. They give you a smooth, sustained energy curve, which helps your muscles function more consistently. Beyond their steady energy release, sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, magnesium, and vitamin A, a trio of essential nutrients for anyone looking to reduce muscle cramps, support nerve function, and maintain strong muscle contractions. These aren't just bonus benefits, they're foundational. Without enough of these minerals, it's harder for your muscles to respond properly to movement, making everyday activities like standing up, lifting a bag of groceries, or going for a walk feel more taxing than they should. That's why researchers have taken a closer look. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who regularly consume slow-digesting, potassium-rich root vegetables like sweet potatoes showed improved insulin sensitivity and a slower rate of age-related muscle decline. In simpler terms, sweet potatoes help your body better manage sugar and reduce inflammation, two key factors that contribute to muscle breakdown after 60. Tufts University nutrition researcher, Dr. Thomas Gilbert, who specializes in aging and metabolic health, often refers to sweet potatoes as the comfort food with functional benefits. He explains, it's a naturally sweet, satisfying food that supports your nervous system, stabilizes your blood sugar, and provides minerals your muscles absolutely depend on. And incorporating sweet potatoes doesn't mean changing your entire diet. In fact, many older adults find it comforting to replace just 2 or 3 servings of white rice or bread each week with roasted or steamed sweet potatoes. You can serve them alongside grilled chicken, baked fish, or even mix them into soups and stews. They can be cubed and tossed into a salad, mashed with a bit of olive oil, or baked into a delicious side for your Sunday dinner. Marcus, a 75-year-old veteran living in North Carolina, told us how switching from rice to sweet potatoes just a few times a week helped him feel more grounded and steady on his feet. I used to feel lightheaded when I stood up too fast, he said, but after a few weeks of adding sweet potatoes, I noticed I could rise more easily, and my legs didn't ache as much. It's now a staple on my grocery list. Stories like Marcus's are a reminder that your body listens and responds even now. You're not stuck where you are. With small, smart adjustments, you can feel stronger, more balanced, and more in control of your day-to-day movements. Now, we'd love to hear your story. Have you tried sweet potatoes as part of your weekly meals? What's your favorite way to prepare them? Baked, roasted, mashed, or maybe something creative from your own kitchen? Let us know in the comments. We're all here to learn from each other. After discovering how sweet potatoes can fuel your body with stable energy and muscle-friendly minerals, let's turn our attention to something even simpler. Something so common, you probably have it sitting in your fridge right now: the humble egg. Yes, the same small, familiar food that's been a breakfast staple in American kitchens for generations. But here's the thing most people don't realize. A whole egg, yolk and all, is one of the most complete muscle-supporting foods nature has to offer. You see, eggs aren't just about protein, they're about smart protein. Each whole egg delivers a rich supply of leucine, an amino acid that plays a direct role in activating muscle protein synthesis. That means your body doesn't just absorb the protein, it knows how to use it to build and repair muscle, especially when paired with even light physical activity. On top of that, the yolk, the part many people used to avoid, is actually where the magic lives. It contains choline, which supports nerve and brain function, along with vitamin D and B12, both of which are crucial for maintaining muscle strength, coordination, and healthy aging. For decades, eggs got an unfair reputation because of their cholesterol content, but that's old science. Newer research, including a study from the University of Illinois, shows that eating whole eggs after exercise led to 40% more muscle growth compared to eating egg whites alone, even when both meals had the same amount of total protein. In other words, it's the yolk that makes the difference. Dr. Nathan Hendricks, a cardiologist who now works closely with geriatric patients, puts it plainly. Eggs are no longer the villain. When eaten in moderation, 1 to 2 per day, they can actually support heart health and muscle strength, especially in older adults. And let's be honest, there's something timeless and comforting about an egg. It's easy to cook, easy to digest, and pairs well with just about anything. A soft-boiled egg over toast, scrambled eggs with spinach, a hard-boiled egg sliced into a salad. You don't need fancy recipes, just consistency. Joseph, an 81-year-old widower from Ohio, started adding 1 boiled egg to his breakfast each morning after talking with his physical therapist. It felt silly at first, he told us, but after a few weeks I could walk up the stairs without my knees screaming. I even joked with my son, must be the egg power. And you know what? Maybe it is. Joseph's story is more than charming. It's a reminder. Getting stronger doesn't always require big changes. Sometimes it just takes showing up for yourself, one small habit at a time. So here's our question for you. Eggs are one of the most affordable, familiar foods out there. But have you been using them to their full potential? Are you eating them regularly? Do you have a favorite way to prepare them? Let us know in the comments. Your voice might give someone else the idea or confidence they need to try something new. We've just seen how something as familiar as an egg can become a powerful tool for daily strength. But what if you're someone who struggles with chewing, digestion, or just doesn't feel like eating a full meal? That's when whey protein steps into the spotlight, not just as a supplement, but as a lifeline for muscle preservation. Unlike many traditional sources of protein, whey is fast-absorbing and incredibly efficient. In fact, it's considered one of the most bioavailable forms of protein on the planet. That means your body doesn't have to work hard to break it down or figure out how to use it. It's ready to go, and your muscles know exactly what to do with it. What makes whey even more valuable as we age is its high leucine content. Leucine is the amino acid that acts like a green light for muscle protein synthesis. But here's the catch. After 60, your body starts developing what doctors call anabolic resistance. In simple terms, this means your muscles don't respond to protein the way they used to. They need a little more encouragement, and whey delivers exactly that. That's why geriatric researchers are paying attention. A landmark study in the Journal of Geriatric Medicine found that older adults who incorporated whey protein into their diets showed up to 40% improvement in strength and muscle mass, especially when combined with light movement like walking or gentle resistance training. It's a meaningful difference, one that translates directly into things like standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs with confidence. Dr. Amy Charles, a nutrition specialist who works extensively with older adults, often recommends whey to her patients who have trouble maintaining weight or eating enough meat. Whey protein is a simple, effective solution, she says. It's gentle on the digestive system, easy to mix into familiar meals, and provides concentrated nutrition for people who need strength without strain. And that's really the beauty of whey. It fits into real life. You don't need to overhaul your routine or invest in expensive equipment. Just a scoop, roughly 20 to 30 grams, mixed into a morning smoothie, stirred into oatmeal, or even blended with milk and berries, makes a satisfying, muscle-friendly meal. Many older adults find it especially helpful after light physical activity, when the body is most ready to absorb nutrients and rebuild tissue. Dolores, a 70-year-old retired librarian from New Jersey, shared her experience after she began drinking whey protein 3 times a week. For years, she struggled with arm fatigue that made simple kitchen tasks exhausting. After a few weeks, I realized I could stir a pot of soup without needing to stop and rest. It sounds small, but to me it was freedom returning, she said with a smile. Stories like Dolores's remind us that building strength isn't just about lifting weights or joining a gym. It's about supporting your body with the right nutrition, even when your appetite, energy, or digestion changes with age. Is whey protein part of your routine yet? If not, what's been holding you back? If not, what's holding you back? Taste, price, or just uncertainty about how to start? Or maybe you've already found a favorite brand or flavor that works for you. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your insight might help someone else make a choice that leads to better health. And if this segment gave you a new perspective on how nutrition can rebuild strength, give it a thumbs up to let us know. Share it with a friend who may be losing muscle without realizing it. And make sure to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, where every story, every tip, and every bite brings us one step closer to a life of independence, purpose, and vitality, no matter your age. By now, we've explored how whey protein can provide fast and easy nourishment for aging muscles. But what if your body needs something a bit heartier? Something that not only rebuilds strength, but keeps you fuller, longer, and helps restore the kind of resilience you thought was gone. That's when lean beef steps in, not just as a traditional part of the American dinner plate, but as a science-backed powerhouse for seniors seeking muscle health. Lean beef is often misunderstood. For years, it was cast aside in conversations about heart health. But modern nutrition has taught us to look deeper. When consumed in moderation and with the right cuts, lean beef becomes one of the most complete sources of protein available, delivering not just quantity, but quality. Each serving of lean beef is rich in essential amino acids, particularly leucine, which helps activate the mTOR pathway, the body's internal engine for building new muscle. Beyond that, beef provides creatine, a compound that fuels muscle energy and endurance, and iron and vitamin B12, both crucial for oxygen transport and reducing fatigue. This isn't just theory. A controlled study at McMaster University compared the effects of lean beef to plant-based protein in older adults. The results were striking. Those who included lean beef in their diet experienced significantly greater strength gains, even when the total amount of protein was the same. It's not just about how much protein you eat, it's about how well your body uses it. Dr. Randy Myers, a senior metabolic health researcher, often works with patients who fear red meat. He reassures them saying, when it's lean, portion-controlled, and part of a balanced diet, beef is not the enemy. In fact, it's one of the best tools we have for restoring lost muscle in older adults. And don't worry, you don't have to eat steak every night to see benefits. Most seniors do well with 2 to 3 servings per week, choosing cuts like sirloin, tenderloin, or top round, and preparing them simply. Grilled, pan-seared, or slow-cooked with vegetables. Trim excess fat, season lightly, and let the nutrients do the heavy lifting. Take Lewis, for example. At 78, he had started noticing weakness in his legs and arms, especially when getting out of the car or carrying groceries. With a little encouragement from his doctor and daughter, he began eating lean beef twice a week and added light resistance exercises using canned goods at home. After 3 months, Lewis had gained nearly 5 pounds of lean mass and said, "I feel like my legs are finally underneath me again. I thought that kind of strength was gone forever." Lewis's story is a reminder that the right foods can rebuild what time has worn down. Muscle isn't just a young man's game, it's the foundation for standing tall, walking with ease, and staying out of the hospital. And beef, when chosen wisely, can absolutely be part of that journey. So, what about you? Have you been avoiding beef because of cholesterol fears or outdated advice? Are you surprised to learn that it could actually be a key to maintaining your strength? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. After exploring the bold strength of lean beef, it's time to shift gears and talk about something gentler, but equally powerful, especially when it comes to protecting your muscles while you rest. Let's talk about Greek yogurt, a creamy, familiar food that many people enjoy for its taste, but few realize is actually a muscle-preserving superstar, particularly for older adults. What sets Greek yogurt apart from regular yogurt isn't just its thicker texture, it's the way it's made. Through a special straining process, much of the water and lactose are removed, leaving behind a rich, dense source of high-quality protein, especially casein, which digests slowly over several hours. That slow digestion makes Greek yogurt ideal before bedtime. Why? Because while we sleep, our bodies enter a fasting state. Without nourishment, this is when muscle breakdown accelerates in older adults. But when you fuel your body with a cup of Greek yogurt in the evening, you give it a slow, steady stream of amino acids to protect and preserve your muscle tissue, even as you sleep. And the benefits don't stop there. Greek yogurt is also high in calcium, vitamin D, and phosphorus. nutrients that support not only muscle contraction, but also bone strength, which becomes even more important when muscle mass is reduced. Plus, the probiotics in yogurt improve gut health, enhancing nutrient absorption and reducing inflammation, both key for aging bodies. A 2019 study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who consumed casein-rich dairy proteins like Greek yogurt before sleep had better muscle mass retention, faster recovery from light physical activity, and fewer nighttime muscle cramps compared to those who didn't. Dr. Lindsay Grant, a geriatric nutritionist and clinical dietitian, often recommends Greek yogurt to her clients who struggle with muscle loss or poor appetite. It's easy to eat, easy to digest, and full of what older muscles crave, she explains. Plus, it helps improve sleep quality, an underrated factor in muscle recovery. One of the best things about Greek yogurt is how versatile it is. You can enjoy it plain, stirred with honey, topped with berries, or mixed with ground flaxseed and nuts for a satisfying, no-fuss evening snack. If dairy is a concern, look for lactose-free or goat's milk varieties that offer the same slow-digesting benefits. Just ask Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired nurse from Arizona. After years of waking up with stiff legs and aching hips, she started eating a small bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries before bed. It felt like a warm down for my muscles, she said. After a few weeks, I noticed I wasn't waking up sore. I sleep better and I feel stronger when I get out of bed in the morning. Eleanor's experience is a beautiful reminder that healing doesn't just happen in the gym or on your feet. It happens when you rest, when you nourish, and when you listen to what your body needs. Could swapping your evening snack for a bowl of Greek yogurt help your body rest and recover better? Do you have a favorite combination, maybe with fruit, honey, or a handful of nuts? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas. Your simple bedtime routine might inspire someone else to protect their muscles too. After discovering how Greek yogurt quietly supports your muscles through the night, let's now turn to something bold, flavorful, and deeply healing: fatty fish. This isn't just a choice for fine dining or coastal cuisine. For older adults, fatty fish is one of the most powerful age-fighting, muscle-protecting foods on the planet. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, these aren't just delicious options for dinner. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which play a crucial role in reducing chronic inflammation, a hidden enemy of aging muscles. Inflammation slowly eats away at muscle tissue, making your body less responsive to the protein you eat. But omega-3s can turn that process around, helping your muscles actually use the protein you give them. Beyond that, fatty fish are a natural source of vitamin D, which is essential for maintaining muscle strength, balance, and bone health. Many seniors, especially those who spend less time outdoors, are vitamin D deficient without even knowing it, and this can make everyday movement more difficult and tiring. The science is clear. A longitudinal study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked older adults over 3 years. Those who ate fatty fish twice a week had 27% less muscle loss compared to those who rarely ate fish. That's not a minor difference. It's the kind of protection that can keep someone living independently instead of relying on walkers, canes, or caretakers. Dr. Kenji Matsura, a Japanese longevity researcher who studied the diets of elders in Okinawa and northern Japan, refers to fatty fish as nature's anti-aging medicine for the muscles. He explains, it doesn't just slow the decline, it actually supports cellular function at every level: heart, brain, joints, and especially skeletal muscle. What's wonderful is that adding fatty fish to your routine doesn't have to be complicated. A 4 to 6 ounce serving, grilled with lemon, baked with herbs, or gently steamed with vegetables is all it takes. You can also try canned sardines or mackerel, which are budget-friendly and incredibly nutritious when packed in olive oil or water. Take Takashi, for instance, an 84-year-old grandfather and retired postman who still swims every morning at his local YMCA in San Francisco. His family says he never misses his Tuesday and Saturday salmon dinners. I've eaten fish since I was a boy, he says, and I still feel steady in the water, like my body remembers how to move. I think the fish remembers too. Takashi's story is a beautiful example of how consistency and tradition can quietly keep us strong. What you eat today becomes the energy you move with tomorrow. And choosing fish isn't just about muscles, it's about your heart, your memory, your balance, and your joy. So tell us, Do you already include fish in your weekly meals? Do you prefer it grilled, steamed, or even as sushi? Or are you just now considering adding it back into your diet? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your food story might help someone else take the leap toward better health. If this part of the video inspired you to try something new or return to an old favorite, tap the like button and consider sharing it with someone you love. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, where we bring you simple, science-backed strategies to help you stay vibrant, independent, and deeply connected to your healthiest self. After exploring the power of fatty fish and its anti-inflammatory gifts from the sea, let's come back to the earth with something much humbler, but no less healing. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions for your body are the ones you've been cooking with for years, maybe even decades. We're talking about beans and legumes, lentils, black beans, chickpeas, and all the tiny, nutrient-packed seeds that have been sustaining civilizations and supporting muscles for generations. At first glance, beans might seem too simple to make a real difference, but don't let their modest appearance fool you. These little powerhouses are rich in plant-based protein, packed with fiber, and loaded with resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that nourishes the good bacteria in your gut. And why does that matter for your muscles? Because your gut health directly affects how well your body absorbs nutrients, reduces inflammation, and preserves muscle mass. Studies have shown that older adults with better gut microbiomes are more likely to retain their strength, recover faster from illness, and stay active longer. That connection is no longer just theory, it's becoming one of the most exciting discoveries in geriatric nutrition. At the forefront of that research is Tufts University's Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, which followed adults over several years. The results were clear. Those who ate legumes 4 or more times per week had significantly better muscle maintenance over time than those who didn't. That's a big payoff from something so affordable, so accessible, and so easy to prepare. Dr. Jill Thomas, a clinical dietitian and aging specialist, puts it this way: beans are the golden trio. They support your muscles, your heart, and your digestion all at once. They're also low in fat, rich in minerals like magnesium and potassium, and help regulate blood sugar, another key factor in slowing age-related muscle loss. And let's not forget, they're wonderfully versatile. Lentils can be simmered into soups or stews. Chickpeas can be tossed into salads or blended into hummus. Black beans can be slow-cooked, mashed, or added to rice. If you're using canned varieties, just be sure to rinse them well to reduce sodium. Eleanor, a 73-year-old grandmother from Texas, shared a lovely habit she started during the pandemic. Every Sunday, she prepares a big pot of mixed beans, enough to last the week. It's easy, it's affordable, and I don't have to think about lunch every day, she told us. But more than that, I've felt stronger, less bloated, more energy. I didn't expect beans to do all that. It does. Her story is a beautiful example of how simple, steady habits can create profound change. You don't need supplements or expensive meal plans to protect your body. You just need to return to what's real, what's wholesome, and stick with it. So tell us, what's your favorite way to cook beans? Do you make a family chili, a comforting lentil soup, or perhaps a chickpea salad that's become your signature dish? Share your go-to recipe in the comments. We're building a library of wisdom from real people just like you. From hearty beans to nourishing grains, we've seen how plant-based foods can offer powerful protection for aging muscles. But now, let's talk about something even smaller, something you can hold in the palm of your hand, yet delivers a world of benefits. We're talking about nuts and seeds, like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and more. These tiny treasures are far more than just crunchy snacks. In fact, for older adults, they can be daily defenders against muscle loss, inflammation, and even cognitive decline. What makes nuts and seeds so remarkable is their rich nutrient profile. They provide a concentrated dose of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect muscle cells from oxidative damage, a silent but steady contributor to muscle wasting as we age. They're also loaded with magnesium and zinc, two minerals essential for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and recovery. And here's a surprising bonus. Many nuts, especially walnuts, are a great source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. These fats help reduce inflammation, nourish brain health, and improve your body's response to protein, making every bite of food you eat work harder for your muscles. A study conducted by researchers at Tufts University found that older adults with higher blood levels of vitamin E, much of it coming from nuts and seeds, had a 24% lower risk of age-related muscle loss. That's nearly a quarter of your strength preserved simply by adding a handful of these nutrient-dense foods to your day. Dr. Fiona Glass, a geriatric nutrition consultant and sports dietitian, calls nuts and seeds the golden snack for golden years. She explains, they're small, portable, don't require cooking, and they're perfect for people who may not eat large meals but still need high-quality nutrition to protect muscle and brain function. And the best part? They're incredibly easy to enjoy. You can sprinkle a small handful, about 20 to 30 grams, onto your morning oatmeal, stir them into yogurt, or simply keep a small container nearby as a quick mid-morning or afternoon snack. Choose unsalted, raw, or lightly roasted varieties when possible to avoid excess sodium. Take Gerald, for example, an 82-year-old retired landscaper from Oregon who still walks his dog every morning, rain or shine. After struggling with tingling in his hands and feeling weaker when gripping the leash, he began adding a mix of almonds, pumpkin seeds, and banana slices to his daily oatmeal. After a few weeks, my hands didn't feel as numb. I noticed I had more energy on our walks, and even my doctor commented on how stable my balance had become, he shared. Gerald's story is a beautiful reminder that you don't need a big solution to make a big change. Sometimes it's the smallest choices done consistently that bring the greatest results. If you haven't explored the power of nuts and seeds yet, a handful a day could be your next small win. Which one is your favorite? Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, or something else entirely? We'd love to hear your answer in the comments. Your tips might inspire someone else to find joy in these little health champions. From protein-rich powerhouses to nutrient-dense seeds, we've seen how food can quietly shape the way we age. Now, let's talk about something bright, colorful, and often enjoyed as a treat, but also backed by science for its gentle protective effects on aging muscles and balance. We're talking about berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. These small fruits don't carry the bulk of protein or minerals like other items on this list, but what they do offer is just as important: antioxidant protection. As we age, our muscles and connective tissues are increasingly vulnerable to oxidative stress, tiny, invisible damages caused by free radicals, which gradually weaken muscle cells and slow recovery after movement. Berries are packed with anthocyanins and polyphenols, compounds shown to help reduce inflammation and protect cells, including those in your muscles. Berries are also a great source of vitamin C, which plays a key role in producing collagen, the protein that helps support tendons, ligaments, and the connective tissue surrounding your muscles. While berries won't build new muscle, they can help preserve the integrity of the structures that support movement, which becomes increasingly important as the body ages. A long-term observational study from the Harvard Aging Study found that older adults who consume berries at least 3 times per week had better postural balance and coordination after the age of 70, compared to those who rarely ate them. While this doesn't prove berries alone are responsible, it suggests that their protective compounds may contribute to maintaining neuromuscular function over time. Dr. Eva Mendez, a nutrition and aging researcher, describes berries as a subtle shield for older adults. They're not miracle foods, she says, but they offer consistent support. For many seniors, inflammation and oxidative stress quietly chip away at strength and energy. Berries help slow that process. Just the good news is, including berries in your diet is simple and enjoyable. A cup a day, about 100 grams, is a realistic, affordable portion. Frozen berries retain almost all their antioxidant value, making them an easy choice year-round. You can stir them into Greek yogurt, blend into smoothies, sprinkle on oatmeal, or just enjoy them as a refreshing snack. Jane, a 79-year-old former librarian from Colorado, developed a calming nighttime ritual during lockdown: a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a handful of blueberries. I used to wake up stiff and sore, especially in my lower back, she shared. But since making this part of my routine, I sleep more deeply and feel looser in the morning. It's not magic, but it's something that works for me. Her story reminds us that small choices, when repeated with care and intention, can build momentum. Maybe it's not about one food changing everything, but rather one food helping you hold on to what you value most: your balance, your movement, and your sense of ease in the world. How about you? Do berries already play a part in your meals, or are you just discovering their quiet strength? Do you enjoy them fresh, frozen, or folded into your favorite breakfast? Tell us how you use berries in the comments. We'd love to learn from your ideas. If this video helped you see berries in a new light, give it a like to support the message. And don't forget to share it with someone who loves simple solutions for aging well. Subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, where we believe small fruits and small steps can lead to powerful, lasting change. After diving into the vibrant world of berries and their gentle antioxidant power, let's shift our focus to something subtler, yet profoundly impactful. It's not a fruit or a protein, but rather a golden liquid that has quietly supported the health and vitality of Mediterranean cultures for centuries. We're talking about extra virgin olive oil, a staple in many kitchens, but too often underestimated for what it can truly do for muscle health, especially in later life. What makes this oil so unique isn't just its flavor, it's what's inside. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in oleocanthal, a natural compound with anti-inflammatory effects comparable in action to ibuprofen, though far gentler on the body. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent accelerators of muscle breakdown as we age. By helping to reduce this underlying inflammation, olive oil provides an environment where muscle tissue can be better preserved and repaired. Even more impressively, olive oil also supports insulin sensitivity. This matters more than you might think, because when your body uses insulin effectively, it becomes more responsive to protein, meaning your muscles can absorb nutrients more efficiently and rebuild with less resistance. Researchers at the University of Barcelona conducted a 5-year follow-up study on older adults who followed a Mediterranean-style eating pattern. The findings? Those who consumed extra virgin olive oil daily had significantly greater lean muscle mass compared to those who consumed little to no olive oil. And this happened without any major change in activity level, just from a shift in the type of fat they consumed. Dr. Giovanni Capone, a physician who has spent decades studying the connection between diet and aging in southern Italy, often reminds his patients, olive oil isn't just good for your heart, it nourishes your muscles in ways most people never realize. So how do you make this ancient oil part of your modern life? It's easier than you might think. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons a day can make a difference. Drizzle it over steamed vegetables, mix into salad dressings, or even add a spoonful to your morning eggs or warm grains. Just be sure to store it in a dark, cool place to preserve its healthful compounds, and choose bottles labeled extra virgin, preferably with a harvest date. Stefano, an 80-year-old retired gardener living in Florence, Italy, switched from vegetable oil to extra virgin olive oil a few years ago. He didn't expect much, but slowly noticed the change. Less stiffness in his knees, quicker recovery after his gardening sessions, and a new sense of lightness in his steps. It's like my joints sigh with relief, he laughed. I don't need to stop and rest as often. Stories like Stefano's remind us that food is more than fuel. It's medicine, memory, and movement, all in one. Olive oil may not build muscle the way protein does, but it creates the internal conditions that help your body protect the strength you still have, and maybe even regain a bit more. So, we'd love to ask you, have you ever swapped out your usual cooking oils for olive oil? What recipes have you tried? Have you noticed a difference in how your body feels? Share your experience in the comments. We're all learning from one another. We've explored many powerful foods throughout this journey, some rich in protein, others packed with healthy fats or antioxidants. Now, we turn to something quieter, something you may have grown up with, seen on your plate 100 times, or even pushed aside. But now, in your wiser years, it's time to rediscover the hidden strength in dark, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens. These vibrant vegetables are more than just a side dish. For older adults, they're a daily tool for supporting muscle function, blood flow, and bone stability, without requiring big portions or heavy meals. One of the most fascinating things about leafy greens is their natural nitrate content. When eaten, these nitrates are converted by the body into nitric oxide, a compound that helps widen blood vessels and improve circulation. Better blood flow means your muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, helping them perform and recover more efficiently, even with gentle movement like walking, stretching, or household chores. A 2021 study from the Karolinska Institute in Sweden found that seniors who regularly consumed nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach and arugula had significantly better muscle function and grip strength than those who didn't. This isn't about overnight transformation. It's about giving your body what it needs to function better over time. But that's not all. Leafy greens are also rich in vitamin K, magnesium, and calcium, a trio that supports muscle contraction, nerve health, and bone density. These nutrients are especially important as we age, when bones can become more fragile and muscles more prone to cramping or fatigue. Dr. Ellie West, a functional medicine specialist who works with aging populations, encourages her patients to think of leafy greens as daily medicine that's been hiding in your fridge all along. She says, they nourish the gut, cool inflammation, and keep your muscle and liver systems humming. Think of them not just as food, but as fuel for graceful aging. What's beautiful about greens is how versatile they are. A couple of cups a day, steamed, lightly sautéed in olive oil, or blended into smoothies, is enough to gain benefit. You can toss spinach into an omelet, mix kale into soup, or even add Swiss chard to a stir-fry. And if chewing raw greens is difficult, gently cooking them can make them softer and easier to digest without losing much nutritional value. Clara, an 85-year-old widow living in California, began drinking a spinach and banana smoothie every morning during the pandemic. I thought it was just for fiber, she told us, but after a few weeks, I noticed my blood pressure was steadier. And when I go on walks now, I don't feel so wobbly. It's like my legs trust me more. Clara's story reminds us that food doesn't have to be fancy or exotic to be powerful. Sometimes it's the everyday ingredients, used with intention, that help us reclaim confidence in our bodies. So let us ask you, what's your go-to leafy green? Do you prefer spinach, kale, chard, or something else entirely? And do you enjoy them raw, cooked, or blended? Leave your answer in the comments. We'd love to hear your favorite recipes and routines. As we wrap up today's journey, let's take a moment to remember what we've truly talked about. This video wasn't just about food. It was about freedom, the kind that comes from having the strength to stand, walk, cook, garden, laugh, and live life on your own terms. You've just learned about 12 simple, science-backed foods that can help maintain and even rebuild your muscle mass after 60. From powerful proteins like eggs and lean beef, to gentle protectors like berries and leafy greens, each one plays a quiet but meaningful role in helping you stay strong, independent, and well. Because after 60, the question isn't, how do I look? It's, what can I still do for myself and for those I love? And here's the best part. It's never too late to start. If you're feeling strong, keep going. Feed your body the right fuel and protect the strength you've built. If you've been feeling weaker, don't worry. Muscle can come back. Strength can be rebuilt. You can begin today with something as small as a spoonful of yogurt, a handful of nuts, or a leafy green blended into your breakfast smoothie. We're not here to chase youth. We're here to embrace age with wisdom, energy, and grace. So here's what we'd love from you next. Leave a comment below and tell us, which food from today's list do you already love? Which one are you excited to try? Your experience might be the exact encouragement someone else needs today. If this video gave you something helpful, tap the like button to support the message. Share this with a friend, a neighbor, your parents, or someone in your community who deserves to feel strong again. Subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a chance to grow wiser, stronger, and more independent, week after week. Because here, we're not just watching videos, we're building a community, and you're a part of it. Until next time, stay well, stay curious, and stay strong.